Hi guys, welcome to Chugging Along. I'm Sam.
And I'm Tim.
Welcome to our channel and welcome to today's video. First, I want to say a big thank you to everyone who watched our last video where we started our journey on the Shropshire Union Canal and dealt with the potentially boat damaging Shropshire Shelf.
We'd like to say thank you to Rob Lynn Bailey, Simon Howell and Eric Goodall for explaining to us the reason behind the Shropshire Union Canal's grey lock gates. And they said it was because there was a surplus of battleship grey paint after World War I, and we think the gates look really cool. We think there was a fourth comment as well, and if we didn't give you a shout out, sorry about that.
So if you're new here, we're on a long summer journey from Field to Llangollen, and in today's video we'll be ending in the market town in Shropshire of Market Drayton, where we come across a boat on sale for £500. So you want to stick around till the end of this video to find out more about that, also to see the town of Market Drayton and to hear those all-important cruising statistics.
So let's get started with today's cruise. We're in the Staffordshire village of Gnosall, and we started the day feeding ducks and admiring the sounds of this traditional narrowboat passing us.
I've got to double up. It's like a game. It wasn't long until we got to Norbury Junction, where boats used to be able to turn and go all the way into Shrewsbury. There is a plan to restore this canal, which really would be special. There's a Thomas Telford engineered aqueduct that's still there. Here's the famous Telegraph Bridge. The bridge itself was completed in 1833 and the telegraph was installed in 1861. We met a boater called Spike who was in last week's video. He said he did a bit of work up there and there was a full bottle of booze that's been left up there for generations and has become somewhat of a local legend.
It's also worth mentioning that it won Pole of the Month in February 2017 with the Telegraph Pole Appreciation Society. And that is no lies, that is genuine. The Shropshire Union Canal is such a nice mixture of being deep in the trees and also in the wide open countryside.
Coffee and fudge.
There was an interesting woodland off-grid setup here. We really like this mooring, where we saw this industry boat that makes rope fenders. What would you do if you had this butty with no windows? Comment below. I suppose it's probably used for storage.
This is a typical scene on this canal. There are so many farmers' field moorings where you can keep your boat. You also get your own garden space and a place to park your car. It really looks like a great way to live amongst nature if you don't want to continuously cruise.
We then went past Shoudn't Wharf, where we saw a place that fixes crutch covers. So we stopped to see if they could repair the rip that we got on the Oxford Canal. Tim walked under the Shoudn't aqueduct to get to the other side of the canal in order to get a quote from them.
He quoted me a bargain price of 30 quid to replace the zip then and there, but sadly he was worked up to his eyeballs and politely turned me away. They're a really nice couple running the show at Shoudn't Wharf. They even said they would have fixed the rip for free.
Well, it was always a chance meeting. Speaking of wharfs, this is apparently an old Cadbury wharf attached to a factory where they used to make some ingredients for the chocolate and then they went by boat to Bourneville. We've done the journey in reverse. Great to see this building still intact.
It really wasn't too busy when we were travelling on this canal in late June. We really felt a great sense of freedom.
This part of the canal was extremely narrow and straight, and it looks like they had to slice a lot of rock to get this piece of infrastructure built. Thank you, navvies.
Just look here at bridge number 57, another absolute belter. And you can see that the canal is really narrow here.
It was then time to go down the Tirely locks before reaching our destination. We knew that shops selling frozen pizza in Market Drayton awaited us.
We got down the 5 battleship grey gated locks very quickly. Well done, Sam. We then got our mandatory heron shot and saw this bloke called Stumpy, who was an expert fisherman.
Soon after those 2 treats, we arrived in Market Drayton. We spent the first night moored near the Market Drayton aqueduct. We were moored next to a man called Dave, who was travelling on his diddy bargain of a boat.
So Dave wasn't too impressed with the prices of narrowboat rentals, so he took matters into his own hands and bought a cheap shell, like of a plastic sort of cruiser or maybe even a bit of a sailboat. He built a sort of wooden structure on the stern there so he could still cruise whilst it was raining, put a little bit of a circular window in there, and inside all he needed was his sleeping bag and his camping stove. So would you like to combine boating and camping in this really unique way of cruising on the canals? Yeah, comment below. We really wish that we filmed an interview and did a tour video with Dave, but yeah, hindsight is a beautiful thing. I mean, if anyone sees this boat on the canals or waterways, please let us know, because yeah, we are very, very curious about it.
He also said that he enjoyed cruising on the Shropshire Union Canal because he could make use of the shower facilities and the other CRT facilities that were available. And we happened to come across the boat on Facebook Marketplace after a short summer trip on the Shropshire Union, and it was on sale for £500. And as you can see in this picture, it's actually towable by car, which is an extra bonus. After a couple of days in Market Drayton, we chugged down to a better mooring spot, but we'll show you that in next week's video. For now, it's time for our Market Drayton diaries. So that ends today's cruise, and now it's over to you, Tim, for those all-important cruising statistics.
Yes, okay, good. Thank you, Sam. Alright, so over the one day we did 13 miles and 5 locks, and that was all in 7 hours, thus giving us an average speed of 1.8 miles an hour, which is pretty good going. That also means that our trip average is 1.7 miles an hour, which is good as we are trying to get there on a 1.5. Things are speeding up a bit now. And that now means our total miles, we've done 205 over 269. So we're over the 200 mark now.
So join us next week as the CRT leave a letter on our boat and we travel to our favourite mooring yet and discover our dream town. We can't wait to share it with you.
So thank you very much for watching this video all the way to the end. And remember, no matter what you do in life, you've got to keep chugging.